this is Susie J. Cobwebs. How you doing? Today I was going to do a little review. Now, this is Vandergrift Back When Extravaganza 2022 version in Vandergrift, Pennsylvania. And this is going to be about the experience that I had at Vandergrift back when. This is a small town in Vandergrift, Pennsylvania. And the one thing I could say about this town is that all the years that I've been staying here, I've noticed a lot of hometown pride has been moving into this area. And that is wonderful. And we're going in the right direction. Now, we all know that Rome wasn't built in a day, right? But just like a small town, you want to make sure that you keep up the cute little town booming with new and appealing businesses, engaging with the community, different functions, and creative ways to promote positive vibes and people coming to these events. A great work in progress is happening in front of our eyes. How wonderful is that? I'm so proud of all the positive encouragement. But before I get too far into this video, this is not really an establishment video or restaurant video, but I feel that this needs the recognition that it deserves. So today I have a featured playlist, and it is the establishment and the restaurant reviews. So if you haven't checked out my playlist, I hope you do. These are all the different places that I ventured to. And these are done with so many different types of reasons. Not to mention adding publicity for these companies or these businesses. I like to learn new and different ways from these experiences so I can move on with my budding business and have a better experience. These are things that caught my attention. Could it be that they gave me good customer service or good customer experience while I use that product? Could this be something that I would recommend their products or services to someone else in my social media family, just like this YouTube channel? And I hope you checked out that playlist because it's really cool. I am all over the place. Establishments, restaurants, places, events. I would just feel that this is a great opportunity to always see for improvement or give new ideas for that business. As you all know, if you take on an event, regardless of its size, there is a lot of dedication, teamwork, that you have to pull something together to make sure everything works like a fine oiled machine in great order. And when I'm meaning everything, I'm meaning vendors, customers, all the extra work, the process of social media, event planning, everything. There's so many different processes for every little thing that you want to do to get a organization or a community event like this put together. With the preparation, with all these different activities that you have to put together, right? This is a great way to start the wonderful weekend of events. Well, Friday night was the parade. To see all the joy and the excitement on all the children's faces when they walked through this parade, and this was around Christmas time, this was something that they were waiting for. And you can tell the people that were locals versus the people that were just coming in, that it was just so exciting that everybody pulled together. This was just an everyday event, it seemed like. Besides the participants, the crowd hung on to the berm of the sides of the roads to watch everyone participate, right? They were coming through. Maybe they waved to their friends. Maybe they felt someone special on one of the fire trucks or the different trucks or the different floats that were going through. The long parade coasted through the town, blaring off bells and whistles and patrons dancing and the Christmas music and the blaring of the vehicles, and the crowd was roaring and so excited. The next vehicle presented it into their vision. With me, I was set up at a place. It was called the Center of Franklin. It was almost feel like life had just stopped when that parade started. And I thought that was really cool. This really worked out for me and some other vendors that we worked up here. We were able to watch the parade in front of the building, so we didn't have to go far. This was also a great opportunity for me to get some more pictures about the items that were presented in front of me. So I have those pictures on my YouTube channel, and I also have them on my TikTok too, if you haven't checked them out. So I put them in different social media platforms so we can get these positive vibes out there. just in case if you missed them. And as you can see, we're all having a happy time, right? So day one of the festivities was a complete success. This is going to be another hometown tradition that will help people get in the mood of the holiday spirit. So when day two came around, this was when all the holiday shopping really came into play. This was on the main street of Vandergrift, which they called Grant Street. And if you keep up with my videos, I do a lot of vendor shows there too. So you'll see a lot of everything is really a great turnout when it comes down to it. When I came up to my vendor table, the weather wasn't all that great, but it really wasn't totally horrible. Unfortunately, here's what happened. A tragic thing happened. A microburst came through Grant and took out most of those vendors that were just trying to make a side income. This was a lot of products that were damaged, misplaced, or unsellable. This is also including canopies, tents that were lifted into the air over people's heads, crashed in other areas. If this microburst wasn't enough to add devastation to this area, the water from the top of the town came flooding down onto Grant. Not only did these vendors or people, participants, had their stuff, now it was all washed down to the bottom of this hill. It's not really that big of a hill, but it's enough that water swooshed all the way down to the bottom, which it went to the police station. I was stuck on the center of Franklin, manning the fort, so there was other vendors that went down to help out those vendors on that street on Grant. The vendors were able to salvage whatever they could from their tables, helping other people, transferring people from different places. They could actually sell whatever they were trying to sell at that point, if they chose to. With everything that was happening, and believe me, it was a chaos mess, I moved over to the Wooden Door Winery. I don't go to this place too often. Although every time that I do go into this place, it's even better than it was before. I really enjoy the ambiance that it radiates. And you will hear about this in other videos that I'm going to do. And I really enjoy doing all these establishment reviews to bring out all of these positive vibes. So I was able to connect new people and have conversations with different people, which was great. I really enjoyed my time at Wooden Door Winery. I would like to shout out to the owner, Jeff, for giving me the opportunity to be a part of his establishment, even if it was only a few hours on a Sunday. Although we had something that we had to roll with the punches, everyone worked together and made everything work out as best as they could for the time and what we could. I was really impressed with the responses that I received at the Wooden Door Winery, and I will go back there in the future. So even though this was a tragic event at the Vandergrift back when extravagant, I will make sure I mark the dates for next year. Againza, I love the feeling of being hometown proud. If you like these videos and you want to see more of these videos, by all means, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that post notification button so you can stay on top of all the different things that I post. And to the next time, love you bunches.